Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about what I like to call organic growth. All humanity is in the transference process because we were created by our Creator, who has purposes that He's trying to accomplish. And we're supposed to be taking the image of God that was put inside of us because we were created in the image of God and imprinting it upon the earth, all creatures and one another. So organic growth is God's growth, at least in its original intent. It's different than most other areas of growth, often more than religious advancement. Now, Neil Cole wrote a book entitled Organic Church. In it, he investigates the process Jesus used to multiply his kingdom. And he notes that organic growth is different and better than synthetic growth. Humans are drawn towards synthetic growth rather than organic growth because our organic growth, quite frankly, is much more work and involves, I don't know, much more of a sacrifice on a personal level. In Jesus, we see a truly life-changing approach to kingdom discipleship, giving or life-giving life to those around us. That's what Jesus was all about. And Jesus wants us to emulate his ways and we're truly following in his steps when we do that. So here are a few of the things that made Jesus's process incredibly impactful and gives us help to live what I like to call an organic kingdom life. First of all, honor is everything. Honor appears to be inseparably linked to value in God's world. Placing value. What does it mean to honor another person, to honor God? What motivation do we have relationally if we don't understand and pursue honor? Lasting organic growth will result from honor. So honor is everything. Second of all, wisdom. The Bible was given to us to contrast the wisdom of earth with the wisdom of heaven. In 1 Corinthians, this contrast is amplified because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. Humbling if you embrace this, right? Jesus is the wisdom of God because he is God. To become wise, we must connect organically with our Creator and his word. So when honor is connected in wisdom, we become able to grow organically from the inside out. So honor, and then we add wisdom. In the midst of all of that, because we are living in a fallen world, we have to address the issue of forgiveness, which God did immediately, even before apparently the foundations of the earth. The entire redemptive gospel experience hinges upon our choice to understand and implement forgiveness. Without it, we're destined to live lives of quiet desperation. Matthew 6 is clear. Jesus is clear. For if you forgive others for their transgressions, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, then your Father will not forgive your transgressions. So in forgiveness, we find the wisdom of God. Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing. Who said that? And the ultimate way to honor God by humbling ourselves under his mighty hand, which is what our master did. So honor is everything. Wisdom is a huge part of living in a sheltering way with God. And forgiveness is so key for us to be able to work things out in our environment. Next comes dedication. Everything that's worthwhile involves effort. You know, you've heard that from your grandpa and from your parents all your life, right? All of creation and people were designed for this. When we find our true north, our purpose, and we continue to reset toward that true north time after time, we develop and experience dedication to truth, to principle, to honor, to hope. Those who are dedicated please God, and by choosing to honor him, we live and to live in his wisdom and live in the freedom of forgiveness. We dedicate not only to the things that are good, but to the one who is good as well. This making sense? Finally, justice and kindness. This is well spoken. It's all the way through the scriptures, but it's well spoken in Micah 6:8. He has told you, O man, what is good. Do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly before your God. So Micah is describing the deep internal motivation for organic living. The Greek word agape or agapeo means to seek the best of the object that's being loved. That's the formula for why our choices and our actions can and will be so powerful. So to grow organically is to be genuine in our motivation, our choices, and our practices. It's always important to keep in mind the words and teachings of Jesus. He was sent to build his organic church. We are under his wings of shelter. Here they are. I also say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the grave or Hades will not overpower it. I will give you, Peter, and those who follow after you, I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. And whatever you bind on earth shall have been bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall have been loosed in heaven. So Jesus is describing a very organic connectivity with his Father and with us and between us and other human beings. Now, this is going to be a wedding. Speaking of organic growth, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. This is out of Revelation 21. For the first heaven and the first earth passed away. There's no longer any sea. I'm going to miss that. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is now among men, and he will dwell among them. And they shall be his people, and God himself will be among them. And he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will no longer be any death, no longer any mourning or crying or pain, for the first things have passed away. So Christ is our husband. And as the bride of Christ, the church, we will be married to him. What an amazing thing that's going to be. There are a couple of things at the bottom of the post that can carry this whole idea a lot further. One is called "What is Kingdom Organic?" And then there is also a review on the book Organic Church by Neil Cole. Got anything you want to say or any questions you might have? You can find me. You can find Bernadette and I, although she has all other kinds of things she's taking care of, at the number 4 at fourthstream.com. The number 4 at fourthstream.com. Let's live organically, my friend.